If you've ever looked at your retirement account and thought, that's it, you're not alone. Millions of Americans who worked their entire lives are realizing that the math just doesn't add up anymore. Groceries cost more. Rent's up. Insurance is a nightmare. And somehow the dream of peaceful golden years has turned into another full-time job just trying to make ends meet. But here's the shocking truth: you don't have to struggle. Because somewhere out there, the rules are different. There are countries that don't just let you retire. They actually reward you for it. Places where governments give you tax breaks for bringing your Social Security check, small towns that pay you to move in and bring life back to their streets, and islands that treat retirees like VIPs with free or low-cost healthcare that actually works. These aren't fantasies. They're real programs open right now, designed for people exactly like you, hard-working Americans who deserve better than endless stress and sky-high costs. So today, we're counting down 5 countries that don't just welcome American retirees, they reward them. From Mediterranean villages that pay you to move in to tropical islands where your money goes twice as far, each of these places offers something. America forgot peace, dignity, and a second chance at life. Ready to find out where your retirement could finally feel like freedom? Let's dive in. 5. Malta, the tiny island that treats retirees like royalty. If retirement to you means trading stress for sunshine and spreadsheets for sea breezes, welcome to Malta. The tiny island that somehow feels larger than life. Set right in the heart of the Mediterranean between Sicily and North Africa, Malta is where European elegance meets island calm. The moment you step off the plane, it's like the world slows down. The air smells faintly of sea salt, and citrus church bells echo across limestone streets, and locals greet you with a warmth that feels like you've just been adopted into a very relaxed family. Here you don't need millions to live well. Rent a cozy 1-bedroom outside Valletta for around $800 to $1,000 a month, and you'll wake up each morning to ocean views that most Americans pay resort prices for. Wander to a neighborhood cafe, order a plate of rabbit stew or fresh seafood pasta for about $10, and no one's rushing you to leave. The table is yours for as long as you like. Malta's rhythm isn't about efficiency, it's about enjoyment. Now let's talk about what really makes Malta a secret weapon for retirees' taxes. The country offers a flat 15% tax rate on foreign income you bring into Malta. And here's the clever part: anything you leave abroad isn't taxed at all. It's what financial advisors call sunshine economics. You get the peace of a European base without the heavy tax baggage that comes with living in France or Italy. Healthcare. It's world-class, following EU standards, but at a fraction of US costs. Private clinics are clean, modern, and staffed by English-speaking doctors, many trained in the UK or Ireland. A specialist visit might cost $30 to $50 out of pocket, and pharmacies are everywhere, with medication prices that don't make your heart rate spike. And the lifestyle. This is where Malta really shines. With over 300 days of sunshine each year, locals joke they don't own umbrellas. The island's compact size means no exhausting commutes, just hop on the affordable public buses that connect every town to the coast. On weekends, expats gather at seaside cafes in Sliema or St. Julian's, swapping stories over cappuccinos and sea breezes. Despite its small size, Malta feels cosmopolitan: ancient fortresses, British accents, Italian food, and African warmth all blend into one surprisingly harmonious culture. It's safe, it's scenic, and it's strikingly easy to fit in. Whether you spend your days exploring medieval alleys, swimming in the Blue Lagoon, or simply enjoying a quiet glass of local wine at Sunset, Malta rewards you with something priceless: peace without boredom. Why it's great: Malta is Europe's retirement shortcut. English-speaking, tax-light, sun-soaked, and drama-free. In other words, it's the kind of place where you come for the weather, stay for the people, and wonder why you ever settled for less. 4. Spain. The country that might pay you to move in. What if I told you that in parts of Spain, the government isn't just inviting you to move in, they're literally paying you to do it? Sounds unbelievable, right? But across Spain's quiet countryside, where ancient stone villages are fading and local schools are missing laughter, small towns are offering relocation grants and homes, priced as low as €1 to anyone willing to bring life back to their streets. Spain isn't just a country, it's a feeling. It's the warmth that hits your face when you step out into a golden afternoon. It's the hum of conversations drifting from tapas bars. It's the rhythm of guitars, laughter, and church bells echoing through narrow alleys. And for retirees, it's a dream that suddenly feels attainable. In rural regions like Andalusia, Valencia, or Castilla-La Mancha, life slows to a pace your heart can finally keep up with. You can rent a small countryside apartment for around $400 to $600 a month and have a menu del dia, a full 3-course lunch with wine, for about $7. The waiters know your name by week 2, and you're treated not as a tourist, but as a neighbor. And while you're living that slow life, your money quietly stretches further than you thought possible. Property taxes are low, groceries are fresh and cheap, and local markets feel more like weekly reunions than chores. This isn't just about saving money, it's about rediscovering what it means to live. Spain's public healthcare system is among the best in Europe, efficient, affordable, and accessible even to long-term residents. Private insurance for retirees can be as little as $60 to $80 a month, and most doctors speak English, especially in expat-friendly regions. You'll realize quickly that staying healthy here doesn't require a second mortgage, just a stroll to the market, and maybe a siesta after lunch. And speaking of siestas, yes, that midday nap is real. The Spanish don't apologize for slowing down. They believe rest isn't laziness, it's balance. Maybe that's why the people here seem to age differently, gracefully, joyfully, with good food, good friends, and an occasional glass of red wine that costs less than bottled water. Every day in Spain feels like a soft reminder you've earned the right to enjoy your life. From sunrise walks through olive groves to watching flamenco under the stars. This is a country where time isn't something you fight, it's something you savor. Why it's great. In Spain, you don't just retire. You join a centuries-old rhythm of good food, good company, and endless sunshine. Because here, retirement doesn't mean slowing down. It means finally catching up with life itself. 3. Italy. Get paid to live. La dolce vita. Italy. Just saying the name already feels like poetry, sunlight spilling over vineyards, cobblestone streets, echoing with church bells, espresso cups clinking in tiny cafes. But what if I told you this timeless country, the land of art, pasta, and passion, might actually pay you to move there? Across regions like Sardinia, Molise, and Sicily, local governments are offering incentives of up to $28,000 for newcomers willing to live and invest in their communities. The reason thousands of rural towns are slowly emptying out their younger generations gone to big cities. And now Italy wants you, yes you, to bring life, laughter, and maybe a bit of foreign curiosity back into its ancient stone streets. If you've ever dreamed of owning a home in Italy, here's your chance. In some villages, you can buy a house for just €1 on one simple condition: restore it within 3 years. Imagine breathing new life into a crumbling cottage in the hills of Sicily, repainting its shutters, and stepping out each morning to the smell of bread baking down the street. For less than a month's rent in New York, you could have a slice of history all to yourself. The cost of living in small Italian towns remains refreshingly low, around $800 to $1,000 per month for rent, groceries, utilities, and the occasional glass or bottle of local wine. Visit the market, and you'll find tomatoes that taste like sunshine, olive oil made by your neighbor's uncle, and cheese aged in caves that have seen centuries pass by. Every purchase feels like a conversation, every meal a celebration. And it's not just about charm. Italy's public healthcare system is among the most generous in Europe, free or very low cost even for long-term residents. You'll find local pharmacies on every corner, doctors who still remember your name, and a culture that treats caring for the elderly not as a duty but as a joy. What truly defines Italy, though, isn't the architecture or the food, it's the rhythm of life. Mornings start with a slow coffee, afternoons fade into laughter-filled piazzas, and evenings are for festivals, family dinners, and the sound of violins drifting through open windows. Art isn't confined to museums here. It's painted on walls, baked into bread, and sung across balconies at dusk. Living in Italy isn't just about finding a home, it's about rediscovering yourself. You'll learn to slow down, to savor, to smile at the small things, like the barista who knows your order, or the baker who saves you the last cannoli. Why it's great, Italy doesn't just give you a home, it gives you beauty, history, and a reason to slow down. Because in Italy, you don't retire, you simply begin living la dolce vita, the sweet life, the way it was always meant to be lived. 2. Greece. The blue and white paradise with golden benefits. There's something timeless about Greece, a land where the sea glows turquoise, the air smells of salt and wild thyme, and every sunset feels like it was painted just for you. Life here doesn't rush. It drifts like a sailboat on the Aegean. For retirees seeking peace, affordability, and dignity, Greece isn't just a postcard, it's a promise. Let's start with what makes this country so attractive to retirees. Greece now offers one of the most generous incentives in Europe, a flat 7% income tax for foreign retirees locked in for 15 years. That's right. Whether your income comes from Social Security, a pension, or savings, you keep almost all of it. The government designed this program to bring in experienced, financially stable residents, people who want to live, contribute, and enjoy the Mediterranean way of life. And the lifestyle effortless. Rent a one-bedroom apartment outside central Athens for $500 to $700 a month, and you'll still be within reach of cafes, markets, and the blue horizon. Step out for lunch, and a hearty Greek meal, grilled fish, olive oil salad, and a glass of local wine will cost you about $9. Meals here aren't just about eating, they're about community. Neighbors talk, waiters smile, and time feels gentle. Healthcare in Greece is another pleasant surprise. The system combines public and private options, both offering high-quality care at affordable rates. Many doctors trained abroad and speak fluent English. A visit to a private clinic might cost $25 to $40, and pharmacies are everywhere. Emergency services are reliable, and hospitals in larger cities meet EU standards. For retirees, that means peace of mind, without the price tag of US insurance chaos. But perhaps the greatest luxury of Greece is intangible, the way life feels lighter here. Crime rates are low, people are polite, and elders are treated with genuine respect. It's common to see older couples sitting at seaside cafes at sunset, enjoying their wine slowly, the waves rolling in just a few meters away. In Greece, age isn't something to hide, it's something to honor. The Mediterranean diet isn't just delicious. It's medicine disguised as pleasure, olive oil, fresh vegetables, fish, and red wine in moderation. It's no wonder Greeks are among the longest living people in Europe. Days pass under blue skies. Nights fill with music, conversation, and laughter that carries into the warm air. Living here, you begin to understand why Greek philosophers were obsessed with the idea of eudaimonia, a life well lived. Greece gives you the space to breathe, to think, and to simply be. Why it's great. Greece gives you golden sunsets, golden beaches, and yes, a golden tax rate too. Here, your retirement doesn't feel like an ending. It feels like the reward you've been waiting for, sun-drenched, peaceful, and finally entirely yours. 1. Mauritius, the island that rewards peaceful living. In the middle of the Indian Ocean lies Mauritius, a place that feels like the world decided to create one last paradise and got it just right. Here, turquoise water kisses white sand, palm trees sway lazily in the breeze, and people greet you with smiles that seem to come from the heart. But what truly makes Mauritius special isn't just its beauty, it's the way it rewards peace both emotionally and financially. This small island nation has become one of the smartest retirement secrets for people who want warmth without worry. With its premium visa, retirees and remote professionals can stay up to 1 to 3 years simply by showing a monthly income of around $1,500. And here's the best part. Foreign income is tax-free. That means your Social Security or pension remains untouched, and your savings stretch comfortably further than they ever could back home. The cost of living is refreshingly moderate for such an idyllic setting. A house by the beach rents for about $600 to $800 a month, while a meal at a local restaurant, fresh fish, curry rice, and tropical fruit costs around $5 to $7. You can spend your mornings at the market, buying spices, pineapples, and hand-woven baskets, and your afternoons reading under a palm tree as the waves roll in. Healthcare is another reason retirees are quietly flocking here. The island's private hospitals are modern and well-equipped, with doctors often trained in Europe or South Africa. Health insurance costs between $40 and $60 a month, giving you full access to quality care without the endless paperwork or shocking bills of the USS system. It's care that feels human, quick, efficient, and respectful. Culturally, Mauritius is a fascinating blend of Africa, India, and Europe, a place where Hindu temples stand beside colonial churches, where you can hear both English and French on the same street, and where Creole food brings every flavor of the ocean to your plate. It's an island built on harmony, and you feel that harmony in everyday life, in the kindness of strangers, in the sense of safety, and in the calm rhythm of days that never seem to rush. The climate is warm all year, with gentle breezes and mild rains that keep everything lush and alive. Crime is low, the roads are peaceful, and even the capital, Port Louis, moves at a human pace. For many retirees, this isn't just a new home, it's a reset button. Life becomes simpler, healthier, and surprisingly affordable. Why it's great Mauritius is proof that peace of mind can be a policy, not just a feeling. Because on this little island, you don't just live longer, you live lighter. Every day feels like a quiet reward for choosing calm over chaos, and that perhaps is the true luxury of retirement. These 5 countries aren't just destinations, they're invitations. Invitations to slow down, to stop chasing bills and start chasing sunsets, to spend less but live more, to trade chaos for calm and noise for the sound of waves or church bells in the distance. Because retirement should never be about survival, it should be about revival. It's your time to feel alive again, to wake up without alarm clocks, without deadlines, and without that heavy weight of what's next. In these places, what's next is simple peace, friendship, and the kind of freedom that doesn't come with a price tag. So tell me, which country would you choose to begin your new chapter? Would it be the golden glow of Greece, the island calm of Mauritius, the charm of Italy, the rhythm of Spain, or the sunshine, serenity of Malta? Comment below. Your dream destination, hit like if you believe in second chances, and subscribe to Discover Globe Places Top 10, where every story is an escape, every video is a window to a better life, and every new chapter begins with one brave decision.